All right, let's take a quick trip back into time when an elite group would flock to St. Augustine and vacation at one of the most beautiful locations of its time, the Alcazar Hotel.
Alcazar Hotel. Its doors are now closed to overnight guests, but thanks to a new tour at the Lightner Museum, you can experience this for yourself. Joining us right now, Elizabeth Graham, educator and program coordinator at the Lightner Museum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is exciting. This is a really cool display. Oh, hey ladies. Yes, this is the First Coast Living maid service.
Oh, we have that.
Yes.
Not according to how my desk looks.
I scheduled them for the show. Thanks, ladies. I really appreciate that.
I'll give you my address on the way up.
No, I wish we had a cleaning crew like that. That'd be amazing. These are some of your employees, right?
Yes. Yes, they are my well-trained staff.
Nice. And so they're in some of the outfits and stuff you'll be able to see on display?
Well, these aren't really the outfits you'll be seeing on display, but we do have some of our staff that will wear them while they're working at the museum during the exhibition.
Nice.
Let's talk about the exposition and what people can expect. The upstairs and the downstairs of Lightner Museum, like you're transforming it, right?
Well, right now the exhibit is going on in our ballroom gallery. The upstairs downstairs tour that's running right now features more of our behind the scenes of how it used to be as the Alcazar Hotel and Casino when it was open in the late 19th century.
It's an amazing property. If you haven't been down there, you got to go check it out. But let's talk about the Gilded Age, and that's kind of what this is in line with. You guys have obviously the Downton exhibit as well, but it's all the Gilded Age you guys are celebrating, right?
Right, we're really highlighting that time period. That's when the hotel was built originally, and that's really when all this kind of flourished. And so we're really trying to focus very heavily on that with these tours and talking about how it was different for the guests that came to St. Augustine as well as the staff that worked there.
And this is a really intimate tour, right? This is what makes it unique and special for the people who are visiting.
Right, so this tour takes people to places of the museum that normally guests aren't allowed to go. And the tour groups are limited to 10 people a tour, so it is a very intimate, close gathering that, and you get a private tour through the museum. And
the focus of this is, I mean, the Gilded Age is a broad topic, but the focus is more the Alcazar Hotel. Yes, it really just narrows in on the idea of the hotel industry from the late 19th century and moving into the 20th century. I mean, that's one of the things that people, I don't think, know enough about the history of the First Coast, is not just the movie history in Jacksonville, but St. Augustine, I mean, obviously the oldest city, but this was where everybody came. Right, right. This was St. Augustine was a premier destination for a lot of the people who had a lot of money. They'd come from New York and Philadelphia, and the Industrial Revolution really kicked off that. So this is where the rich and famous would flock when they left their mansions in Rhode Island. So then they would come stay and visit St. Augustine. So it must have been a very exciting time in that time period when it was a hotel. So let's talk about nuts and bolts for people who want to take a break from all the game action up here and they want to come down and add something to their schedules. How long does the tour run? How far in advance do you need to register for the tours? That sort of thing? You can just go online anytime you think you'd like to take a tour, and if the tour hour is open, go ahead and book that then. And it takes about an hour to walk through the whole museum. It is a walking tour, and we go kind of all over the place. So it does generally take about an hour to move through that. But they're up and live and selling right now. What is I mean, obviously the goal is celebrating there, but what do you hope to accomplish with this tour and this exhibit? We really would like to just give all of our guests a very comprehensive understanding of the Lightner Museum and its history as the Alcazar Hotel, because they are sometimes two misunderstood pieces of the same thing. So we just want to give them a well-rounded. And I understand Nicholas Dawes, an appraiser, is going to be in town for the reception. Talk about who that is. So Mr. Dawes, he is an antiquarian. He has a lot of experience being an appraiser. He has done appearances on the PBS Antiques Roadshow. Yeah. And so he's just bringing some of his expertise to us to talk a little bit more about relating things to Downton Abbey, what you would have seen on the TV show. And he's going to be doing a mini appraisal at Flagler College with us. So we're very excited to have his knowledge. That's really cool. I learned a new term. I didn't know. Antiquarian? I knew you were going to hone in on that one. It's like a... I want that in my title. You're like an Epicurean, but you're an antiquarian. Antiquarian. Yes, very cool. Good. Yes. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And how long is this going to be running, so people have an idea for a time frame? For right now, the tours will end around when the exhibition ends. That's January 7th, but we could do limited tours after that. Okay. Very cool. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you to you and to the Lightner Museum for making this segment possible.